stripping the plastic off the side of my...
Oh, I thought that was going to be the color of it.
No, this is just a coating that covers the stainless steel.
That's so funny. I think it's hilarious, but I thought that. Well, it looks a lot nicer without that covering. What is that thing? I know what it is.
What is this thing?
I know what it is, but our guests don't know.
This is a honey extractor.
A honey, and
you put your frames in and it spins.
What's the frames for?
Spins the honey.
Why does it spin in the honey?
Because you want to get the honey out of the comb.
Okay, so you put it in here, it spins the honey and takes the honey out of the comb?
Yep. I just put the valve in the bottom.
Oh, the bug zapper just fell.
Yeah. I put the valve in the bottom, that way it...
This is a honey extractor.
Yes.
So Clay is unboxing it.
Well, I had to put the valve in the bottom. I unboxed it the other day.
Yeah, so let me show them what the valve, where the valve is. If I can stop you from peeling paper
The
off.
valve in the bottom. Alright, once you spin the honey out of it, you unlock that and you can get the honey out of the...
Does it come out pure honey or is there bugs in it? What's the
No,
deal?
there won't be no bugs in it, but... Well, you could have a bee in it from a... But what it comes out, everything comes out of here, and it... well, you can take that stuff off if you
That
like.
would probably help you. Here, do you want a video?
Well, I've got to put it all back together because I've still got the...
No, I
Still
didn't
got
mean
the
that
cage
snotty.
and
I
everything.
didn't. You have a
No,
hard
go
time
ahead.
getting-
Go
Are
ahead.
you having a hard time taking the stuff off it?
Well,
Here,
I don't
hold
have any.
this.
I don't have any fingernails,
And
so.
show the honey extractor and I'll peel what you talk. Excuse my mess, we've had company, we had a wedding last week, and I'm dehydrating. And Clay said, don't worry about the mess, just get the food done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, talk about the honey extractor and...
Well, once you put the frames, what you'll do is you'll put the frames in this, and this is a 2-frame unit because we don't have a lot of bees, and it has a crank on the top that gets put on the top of it, and you crank it and it spins the honey out of the comb. Not as easy as it looks, is it?
I didn't think it looked easy, that's why I offered to help you, honey.
Oops, careful.
Here, go ahead. Just gonna talk about the honey extractor and I'll peel.
And when you run the honey out of this, and we have a 2-screen sieve that it goes in and takes any wax.
Honey, what's a sieve?
Well, any woman in the kitchen knows what a sieve
Well,
is. But most guys may not know what a
I
sieve
don't
is.
know what a
So
sieve
let me go get the sieve.
Okay, it's okay. I'll hold the camera if you want while you do that.
No, go ahead and peel.
Because the house is messy. I don't want the mess
All
in my
right.
messy house. Well, I don't care if you go to my messy house. You guys have seen my messy
Everybody's
house.
seen a messy house at one point or
My
another.
house is trash because of all the work we're doing. But it's gonna happen. There's only 2 of us. But we have a system. Look at the stuff.
Keep up with the bees and the chickens and everything.
So this is what a honey extractor looks, and it comes with this white stuff. This one came with this white stuff that I am peeling up for Clay.
She thought it was a permanent thing.
I did. I didn't know.
It says film right there.
Oh, I saw film, but I didn't know if that was the name of a company.
Right, like a film weight.
I thought you had cookies in your hand. What
No.
is the-
These are more shut-offs,
Here,
spouts.
I'll give you this while I peel
Okay,
off.
hang on.
Okay,
You get one out.
guys.
And I'll show them the sieve and everything that goes with this.
Okay. Here you go, love.
Alright, let me turn it around so that they're not looking at my hand. While she's peeling the rest of that off. Good thing I took that ball bearing out of there, wasn't it? Probably would have been lost on the floor. Okay, this is what's down in the bottom for a shut-off. Now I got to put this in a bucket because once you get all the honey into this and you go to open that up and get any wax or anything that's out of there. This is the sieve right here. Let me get it up. Maybe you can see what it is. Okay, this is a 2-screen sieve. Sorry about the moving around, but Ruthie's supposed to be filming while I do the work, so it doesn't always work that way.
We just help each other.
All
I
right,
want these guys
now,
to feel bad
this-
because I don't want them through my messy house. I can take it through my
That's
messy
fine,
house.
that's fine.
You guys are like family, but you sing it all.
She got some pool things in there yesterday, and they're still in the living room.
I have to do a
She
product review on
unboxed them.
those.
All right, this sieve has handles, and it sets over a bucket. And this has got some really fine screen in it. And this sieve sets on the top with a little coarser screen. So what you'll do is you'll set this whole thing on a bucket. You will pour from that into here, and this will take away any of the wax or bee parts or anything else that's ever in honey that when you extract. And you'll get pure honey in the bucket. Now the bucket will have, like I said, one of these spouts on it, and then you can go right from the bucket right to your jars, because this will take all of your bits and pieces out of your honey, and then your honey will look a little clouded for the first day, and then after it settles, it'll be pure, clear, amber honey.
After it settles, it gets clear?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because it's cloudy, because it's being stirred up. I mean,
Oh, I got you.
when you're winging it around inside that,
I got you.
I got you. But that's what this is all about. And when we probably won't get much honey this season because we started so late. But if we do, even if it's a frame or two, that we can share with the bees, because I want to make sure the bees have enough for the winter. Plus I'm going to feed sugar too, so sugar cake and that to the bees so that they have plenty to eat. We might be able to share some honey with the bees, and we will show you how we extract it. So, see how nice and shiny that is without that white plastic on there? Alright, don't bang on it. Nobody wants to hear that. You got little bits and pieces here and there.
I might have you do that because it's like running your finger on it. It's like a chalkboard.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Okay,
you got
I'm gonna
most of it,
film.
huh?
I'll let you film again.
No, I am filming
I'm
now.
filming.
You'll film now.
I will film. I will film.
Alright, let me
again.
put these into the back in the box because there's no sense in getting them all dirty. And
Okay,
I'll put
so did you explain what that was for then, right?
yes, I explained what the screen was for.
Here.
And I'm going to put the
This is the end.
spouts because I got 2 spouts, extra spouts. I got one for the bucket, and I'll have one extra in case something goes wrong. Always have a spare of something. Alright. So I'm going to set this down. And I've got to finish putting all this back together.
Okay, let's go.
Still got some stuff on the side of the...
I know, it's like when nails on a chalkboard.
Is it
Hurts my
really?
feet just thinking about it.
Alright, let's turn this back right side up.
I was
Now.
so thirsty. I had cold coffee this morning.
If you see inside of this, it's got a bar.
It looks like
with
dirt
that.
down there, but it's not.
It'll be rinsed out before we get ready to use it.
Yeah.
That nut is hollowed in there, and you have to put a ball bearing in there, because what it'll do is it makes it so that when the cage rides on it, it spins with ease better.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let me find the ball bearing back in that bag. And just before we get ready to use this, we'll hose it out and let it drip dry.
I want me some of that there honey
Right.
outside.
So this is a very main important part, that little ball bearing. So what I have to do is I put that little ball bearing right down into that nut. Right in there, see it?
No, cool.
Alright. And then the cage goes right back in there. Now if you look at the underneath the cage, you probably got enough room for maybe 5 gallons of honey before you have to start taking some out of the thing. With 2 or 3 frames, you're not going to get 5 gallons. So you're going to be fine extracting all your stuff. Alright, now this here goes back on the top.
This here is this.
Now this is the crank, and as you see, this just turns the wing. Gotta take the nuts back off the top of these. I only put them on there so I wouldn't lose them. Okay. This goes back on the top. Hole there. Hole here. This has got to be. This has all got to fit in here too. Got that in this. As you pull it over the side of your onion, you can see that. This all fits together like that. Put all this stuff together here. It's like a 2-man job, but
I can put my coffee down.
no, that's fine. I just have to hold it still while I do this, because I have to get the fat to pick that up a little bit. Make sure that center gets down into that. There we go.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, and so what happens?
And then you-
The process works?
All right, let me put the nuts back on it, and then I'll show you. And this puts it all back together. Now, when you get ready to clean this, probably the best way to do it is have your bee helpers clean you. Now,
Meaning?
what I mean is, you will lay this on the side and let the bees lick all the honey out of it. Then when they're all done with what they want out of it, then you can hose it out with some good hot water.
We probably need another one of these if we keep growing hives.
No, this one will take care of any amount of honey we're gonna do. We'll be doing honey. No, just tighten these up. Good and snug. Still have the tops to put on these too. You gotta pull all that plastic off the tops.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'll have to go get those. I just wanted to get the spout put in the bottom. I don't know why they didn't put the spout in it before they ship it. But
And what you're gonna, which is really a pain because you have to have really long arms.
and
I
me,
do.
I'm short.
I
Now,
have
as you spin this, you'll see it just centrifugal force will shoot the honey out, and then when you get the honey out of one side, you pull the frame up and out, and you turn the frame, set it back down, and do it again. The centrifugal force will take all the honey out of both sides.
It's very cool.
When that is done, you take your frames out, and you can put them back in the hive or put them into storage.
And how much did this unit cost? For somebody that wants to know about buying a honey extractor.
I bought this online for $99 off an eBay.
Just to give you
Some of them can go, depending on if you're having a 2-frame hive or honey extractor, or if you're, because you can get up to 24-frame honey extractor.
in one of these things? Okay, so just in case you ever decide down the road that beekeeping is,
this loose here. There. I have to put a clamper on that, which is fine. All right, let me go get the covers, and you'll see that while you're spinning that, you don't have to worry about getting covered with honey.
Yeah. You don't do it open face. And you guys will be with us every step of the way from the beginning of our bee project till the honey comes out.
Okay, these are also clear,
Okay.
but right now they've still got that.
Plastic on.
As you can see, there's pull that back, and they're clear.
Oh, they're actually clear.
It's just plexiglass.
I love you, honey.
You love honey, or
I love you, honey.
sous vide honey?
I love honey too, and I love my honey.
Alright, yeah, you can see they're good and clear.
Beautiful.
Now, if they get scratched up a little bit over the years, it's not going to hurt anything. But this is what they will look like when they're done.
So you guys can all watch the honey. And we can watch for honey.
I kept the box for these because I wanted to have something I could store it in during the off season.
Tell them what Mr. Kitty did with the box.
And Mr. Kitty thinks he's like a child. He likes playing that the floor is lava. So he'll jump from chair to chair and not touch the ground. And he went to I had the box upside down for a couple of days.
And
so
he was sitting on it all the time.
He was jumping on the box all the time. Well, Ruthie was cleaning. She threw some. Yeah, tighten all these little things up. They didn't tighten anything. I did not.
So I was cleaning.
She was cleaning, and she put some paper and boxes inside the big box.
And left it open.
And he jumped from box to box thinking the box was still upside down, and he fell into the box.
And it was just funny because I saw him sheepishly crawling out. It wasn't far because I had filled the box with other boxes and stuff.
But as you can see, once you get the, your honey and everything on there, you can just spin it, and if anything splashes up, that goes on a thing, and then you just take these off while you go to replace your frames. I'll make sure everything's tight before I use these for the first time. See that some of this stuff is all loose. Just a matter of tightening things up.
So when do you think we're gonna extract our first honey, dear? Just time.
Well, I have to look on in the hives if they haven't. I put the honey supers on last week. And if they fill up those honey supers, we might be able to share some honey with them. If not, then I guess
You
they're
mean
gonna,
like right away, or?
well, within probably September. This
Well,
is
I was wondering
August.
if we should.
Gotta give them time to fill them.
I was wondering if we should get the honey now. That way, the rest of the honey they save, they can keep for
Well,
their
what if
winter.
they don't? What if they don't make them enough?
That's true too.
I
right?
don't want to take anything away from them.
Okay, that's true.
I'm not into this to.
Have honey, just honey.
I'm not here for the honey. I'm here for the bees.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of doing. So we may not get any honey.
We
this
may
year.
not get to show you any extraction this year, but we will try. Just putting this knob back on after I get that plastic off them. There's still a little bit of prep on this, but
Yeah, we still got.
I figured I'd get it all done while I'm waiting for the bees to make up some of the honey.
And
If they don't make enough for us to share, then this will be put away for next season. Because next season, we've got 3 hives now. We could have 7 or 8 hives by next fall. Who knows?
And we were just talking yesterday too about bees, chickens, gardening, where we're going as we get closer to retiring. So we may end up with more bees and gardens. But you never know. We say that every year.
Well, we don't know what we're going to do with the maybe chickenless next year. Who knows?
Well, my thing is, I get worried about Clay walking to the barn and there's ice, and me with him.
I enjoy the chickens, but okay.
Those are things to think about as you get older. If you decide to retire in farming, there's lots to think about.
Okay, that one's good and clean.
Oh yeah.
They fit down in tight.
So is this all completed then?
Yeah, I would say. And I've got a.
So this is our honey extractor. Like, subscribe, share this video with a friend.
I think I'm gonna put a nut on the back side of that so that it doesn't loosen up on me.
If you're a fellow beekeeper, shout hey too.
Hey too.
And if you have any thoughts or advice on honey extractors, all advice and comments are greatly appreciated. Or if you ever, if you know anything, about honey, please.
You know more than we do, which could be easy.
That's right. We're the blind leading the blind, but Clay and I do a lot of research, and Clay is. He has it in his blood. He's a guy that can pick up. Some people can pick up a violin or piano and start playing. Clay will get a new farm. No, but you'll get a new farming thing and just kind of, because you're so used to working with animals and the wildlife, you just get it quickly. So that's the thing.
Don't brag on me, girl.
No, but I mean,
nothing to brag on.
Well, the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go. So if you see somebody has a talent in an area, don't make them be something they're not. Work it, man. Work it. Clay knows about the farming, and I love it.
Don't know everything there is about farming, but
I love learning, and
I try to pick up as much as I can.
I'm starting to learn that I'm learning quite a bit. Well, now I feel like I know a lot compared to when I first got with you, right? I was clueless.
Well, you were pretty much
clueless.
A city girl.
Now I'm really a country girl. I'm a little bit of everything. I guess I'm a little bit of everything right now.
But she's learned a lot on cooking and.
Well, I'm dehydrating today.
Yep.
And as I'm talking, I actually took a break. And
yeah, this is all done.
Doing that. Okay. Well, now.
Done and tight.
Got all that figured out there, baby.
And next time I get to Lowe's or wherever, I will take and get a couple of band collars.
Did you feed your bees this morning?
Yes, I did.
Was the dish empty?
Pretty,
for the rainwater?
Pretty close. It rained last night, but I don't think it rained that much.
Okay.
We have had one heck of a drought here. In upstate New York.
Yes.
A lot of people hate when we say upstate New York, but anybody that knows anything about geography knows that New York City is all on Manhattan Island on the bottom of New York. The bigger portion of New York is called upstate New York, which is from Albany above. We have the Adirondack Mountains and the Adirondack Park, which is almost as large as some of the other parks, or it's larger than most parks across the U.S.
And when you
so there is a lot of wilderness in New York, and in upstate New York has hills, mountains, woods, lots of woods, more woods than you would probably think. So when most people think New York, they think skyscrapers, Central Park. We don't have any of that. We have rural communities, wilderness, hunting, fishing, hiking, camping trails, all kinds of stuff like that you would think of going in your.
Well, if you go north of Syracuse, it's pretty much all farm and rural.
Everything.
It is pretty much
everything above Albany. That's the bottom of upstate New York.
But that's, I mean, when you get past Syracuse and you start going up the center of the state.
Well, you get
it's pretty much
you get a lot of buildings in that in the larger
Syracuse.
Cities like Syracuse, Rochester, Albany, but when you get into the smaller towns,
you travel 2 hours or an hour outside of Syracuse, you've hit country.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. Maybe not half.
Not really. Probably about 4 miles outside of these big cities.
It
you're
depends.
Country
It depends on the city.
Because
Syracuse takes about an hour
upstate
and a
New
half.
York has a lot of wilderness and whatever.
And then it's like rural, and we're in pretty much where we live is like the country of the country. I think our little area.
A lot of people think that upstate New York it's a joke that people say upstate New York, but that's exactly what it's called.
Well, they
upstate
get
New
into
York.
if I travel and go to other places outside of our area, like some of the states I've been, I say I'm from New York. They all think I'm from the New York City, but that's not true.
No, we're not from.
But I mean, it's a.
I've lived in rural New York all my life.
Yeah, it's a whole different world. It all depends on where you've. I've been a few places, but it's all pretty much the. You get outside of this area. I mean, I've been to New York City and Chicago and all those places, but if you get out,
Where we're at right now is the country.
it is definitely country. It's the greatest. It's the biggest kept secret. Like, shh, don't tell anyone because it's beautiful.
Well, everybody thinks New York City, and
it's not.
people
like
have to. People have to. It'd be like saying Texas and considering Dallas
or Houston.
or any of these big cities being the whole state of Texas, and Texas has a lot of country and community, and
Big cities too. Yeah, different world.
each state has this. I'm
Right.
sure Mississippi has big cities and
Even
has
Florida.
country and that. And Florida, everybody thinks cities and swamp, but there's more to it than that.
Exactly. Well, anyway, I guess we'll close.
I guess we rambled long enough.
Yeah, we're rambling now, guys. So like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. We got a lot going on today.
And I hope you enjoyed it.
And go backtrack and check out Russell's wedding. And if you backtrack too, as you're looking through my son's wedding, you'll also see our new ad. Wait, say the title. Add new friends with Clay and Ruthie. We have the
Add
title.
new subscribers.
With Clay and Ruthie
Clay and
video.
Ruthie.
It's the new Shout Out Friday, only we switched it up, a new title.
And we hope you enjoy getting new subscribers
That's
and new
right.
friends and people to talk to and follow their channels,
And
because we enjoy it.
we work behind the scenes to always meet people, because I love people. Anyway, guys, with that, if you've stayed to the end to this part of the video, write the secret word.
There is no secret
There
word.
is a secret word. It's coffee. No, don't even write coffee because people
No,
know
it's not.
coffee. Write the
It's not a
secret.
secret word.
it's-
Ruthie, stop.
I love my games. If you're here at this point of the video, just write peppermint, and we'll know. It doesn't matter. Hey, even if you check in, we're cool with that. It's whatever works for you. We're happy you stopped by. Love you guys. You're our friends, and yes, I will someday show you my messy house when it's really, really messy too. Then you guys can say, "Oh my goodness, Ruthie's got her work cut out," and I'll say, "Yep, I do." Someday you come see me it's clean, someday you come see me it's messy. But you guys are family. Love you guys. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Take care.